Good morning, guys. Welcome to science class. Our topic today is how do other living things get energy? Yesterday, we talked about how plants get energy. And we figured out that the main source of energy for plants is what is it, class?
The sun.
The sun, exactly. The sun. The main source of energy for plants is the sun. And the sun is our unique producer, because a producer is a living thing that makes its own food. Plants is the only one that makes its own food. We don't make our food. Making the food is inside our body. We don't make food, the food we need inside our body. We need other sources of energy. So, how animals get energy? Animals are different from plants because they cannot use light energy to make sugar.
Copy me?
Not yet. I will let you know when you have to copy. So, sugar is the type of food plants make. Right, Diego? This is a food change. This is a food change. A food change, it's a food change.
I think we learned that in 2nd or 3rd grade.
You already know what a food change is.
Like for example, the mouse eat grass, the snake eat mouse, the hawk eat snake.
So, food change is shows you how food move from one organism to other. Okay, the grass passed to the mouse, okay? So the mouse passed to the snake. That's why the arrow goes in this direction. Now the other sense. Yes, I know the mouse eat the grass, but the energy doesn't go from the mouse to the grass. The energy goes the other way. From grass to mouse, from mouse to snake, from snake to hawk, from hawk. Oh, and the hawk is at the top of the change of the pyramid. And the sun provides energy to the grass. Okay?
Who works at Scotland Yard?
This is the information you have to copy. The information's in green. Animals are called consumers. A living thing, a consumer, is a living thing that gets energy by eating plants and other animals. So we are not producers, we are consumers. Class, what is the only producer we have?
The plants.
The plants.
Exactly. Plants is the only producer we have because it's the only living things that make its own food. Jose Sebastián. Do you still have the same problem with your computer?
No, miss.
Now you can copy. Jose Sebastián.
Yeah.
My question.
Copy the part red.
Yes, the green part.
Okay.
Jose Sebastián, my question is if you can see the presentations in your whole screen, en su pantalla completa. Now,
yeah.
you don't have the problem you had before.
Finish, miss.
I finished.
No. I finished. Santiago Zúñiga to copy the green part.
Thank you. Thank you, Santiago. Sebastián, but I think you are not copying. You are looking at one side, and for me, I think you are not copying, Sebastián. You have to copy the green part. Animals are called consumers. Consumers is a living thing that gets energy by eating plants and other animals. And other animals. Have you seen that sometimes dogs eat some leaves? If you have dogs, probably you have seen that. That sometimes
Miss?
dogs eat leaves, eat plants. Yeah?
Well, my dogs eat, they don't have like grass. They eat of rock.
But what? Do they eat rocks?
Like our doggy, that white one was small. We
Uh-huh.
give it that a plushie, right? But now that plushie is without a leg.
Oh. Well, you know, the dogs are very mischievous and very playful. Let me tell you that our dog, Sultan, eats some vegetables. He loves tomatoes. He loves tomatoes. Yeah, he
Like we don't
loves
like to wait.
tomatoes.
Sometimes when we don't want. We give the food to the dogs.
Miss, my dog loves the rice.
Rice.
Yes.
What
Yes.
is it? Arroz.
Yes.
Rice. He loves
I
rice.
give some rice.
Rice.
Miss, my dog
and
like.
he-
My
and
dog
he-
like.
Wait. Jose
finished to copy me.
Enrique is telling me something that his dog loves to eat rice.
Yes.
Finish to
copy Daniel.
Thank you, Daniel. My
I
dog,
give it
Sultan loves to eat tomatoes. This is his favorite one. He loves to eat tomatoes. He eats carrot. Sometimes he eat apple. What else we gave him?
But
Bananas.
dogs can eat chocolate, right?
Banana.
He loves the bananas.
But you need to take first the
And of
cáscara of the banana.
course, Sultan eats dog's food, of course. He eats dog's food, but he loves these. And you know that these kinds of vegetables and fruits are natural. Something we cannot. Oh, one more thing that he used to eat, paletas de mora. Imagine.
What?
Yeah. When we buy paletas, we buy paleta de mora for him. And we put it in the plate.
Miss, where do you live? I'm gonna visit you to see Sultan.
Miss.
Okay, but I think right now he is sleeping. So sometimes.
Let's concentrate in the thing that we wear.
So what I want to explain is that we believe, of course, dogs are classified in carnivores, but they do not eat only meat. Sometimes they eat plant. When an animal feels sick, eat some plants. Cats, I have seen that behavior in dogs and also in cats. I have seen that when the animal feels sick, eat some plants. And apparently the plants they eat help them feel better. Everyone finished copying this?
I take them to the veterinary.
Yeah. But the animal, when the animal is eating a plant because probably feels bad, that's an instinct. Eso es un instinto, okay? Because they cannot say the veterinarian.
Yeah, because we don't have plants here.
Oh, okay. You don't have plants.
Of rock.
My dog, he don't like to eat.
He doesn't like to eat?
Yes.
Well, okay. Continue. Okay, I think everyone finished. Copy this, the last, this one. Herbivore, consumers that eat plants. And you have examples here. Animals do not make their own food. That's what I explained at the beginning. Sebastian, I insist you are not copying. You have to copy the last sentence. Animals do not make their own food. Some animals eat plants. Some animals eat plants. Example, panda eats bamboo. Caterpillar eats leaves. They are called herbivores. So herbivores are consumers that eat plants. Consumers that eat plants. Another types of animals, another classifications of animals according to what they eat.
The tiger.
Giraffe.
Butterfly.
Butterfly.
But look at this word. Look at
Elephant.
this word. Herbivore. Elephants are herbivore. Giraffe are herbivore. But I want to know another. Thank you, Daniel. I need to see if you know another classifications of animals according to what they eat. How do we call animals that eat only meat?
And the predator.
If I
Okay.
remember, butterfly.
It's something very similar to this one. Herbivore. Carnivore, exactly. Carnivore. You copy,
In
right?
Spanish es carnívoro, ¿verdad?
Carnivore.
Yes.
This one. Carnivore. So copy the definitions at the bottom. Carnivore.
No, the poor rat. No.
What?
Carnivore. Consumer that eats only animals. Only animals. Okay? Some animals eat other animals. Example. Puffin. Look at this one. This is a bird and it's eating fish. This one is eating fish. This one is an owl and it's rats.
That is
I
mine.
finished, Jose Enrique.
Okay, Jose Enrique. What happened, Santiago? It's a rat.
The owl is rats.
It's rats. And eat
Please, we're
small
gonna do a
animals.
funeral for the rat.
And also eat small animals. Small animals, okay? The owls has a very the eyes of owls can see very clear. Thank you, Daniel. Very, very clear. And these kinds of birds hunt
Another type of is let me remember. Carnivore.
Carnivores. So the owls can see so well the animals that are moving because of course they are on a tree. They are on a tree and they are observing everything.
The owls can flex the cuello like this, right?
Yeah, they can turn the head. Turn the head. Yes, that's true. Turn the head a lot. We can't. We just move this side and the other side and that's it. But the owl can turn the head. It's impressive. So these animals hunt during the night because it has an excellent vision, nocturnal vision, and can see an animal when it is moving.
Animals can have night vision, right?
And jump. Yes, it is on the tree and swap down very fast and catch the prey.
Don't eat dogs.
There's another group that is cannibal, right?
Yeah, I think if the dog is small, it is a possibility. Dog is meat. So I think it can. Depends on the size of the dog. Okay, so the animals, these kinds of birds, it depends on size. This one also eats snakes. They eat snakes.
The birds they eat snails.
Snails. Yeah. Depends on the kinds of birds.
And now that birds are not cute.
Some animals.
But in the next one, they're cute.
Some animals eat both plants and animals. This is an extra S. Let me correct this mistake. This one. Some animals eat both plants and animals.
Was the ever that you put that thing white?
because it has an S in
Oh, eat both.
both. Eat both plants and animals. So examples, bears eat both plants and animals. Bears love fish, okay? So they eat plants and animals. And they are called omnivores. We are omnivores because we eat meat and we eat plants. We are part of this classification. Isabella, you are not copying, sweetie.
I finished, Miss.
Did you copy this? The definitions of omnivore?
Finish, Miss.
Yeah? So what we saw in the video is that
Finish, Miss.
animals also can be classified according to what they eat. Did you listen to the idea? I said that animals can also be classified according to
Copy, Daniel.
Thank you, Daniel. So we have two big classifications, vertebrates and invertebrates. Then those, and also animals can be classified into mammals, amphibians, reptiles, birds, what else? Fish and fish. Mammals, reptiles, amphibians, birds, and fish, but also can be classified by what they eat in herbivore, carnivore, and omnivore. They also can be classified like that. But what happened, class, when an animal dies? Who eat that animals? There is
Buitres.
there is some living things that eat decay. There are some organisms that eat dead animals. Dead animals.
When the chicken die or they kill the chicken, we eat it.
Unfortunately,
And the ants is eat.
unfortunately, there are sometimes dogs die on the street because well, for example, dead animals. Why they die? Porque lo atropelló un carro, for example. The dog was trying to cross the street, but unfortunately an accident happened and the dog died. So there are animals. So what you have to copy is the information inside the box. This information, scavenger and decomposer. Scavenger, decomposer. Okay, Sebastian, please copy. Time is up. Time is over. Copy, please. So, when animals die, when plants die, they are they have to be decayed. Decay, okay? But to this process happened, we need some living things to make this job. When an animal dies, a scavenger, which is an animal that eats dead animal, okay, do that. Scavengers, an animal that eats dead animals, like striped hyena. Striped hyena. Striped hyena. An animal that eats other animals that are already dead. Another one that is a scavenger is a crow. Crow. A hagfish and a vulture. Someone says buitre, but actually this is not a buitre. Vulture is have you seen those black birds that are huge? Diego, I don't think you already finished copying all of them.
Like cuervos.
Cuervo es el crow. Crow es cuervo. But these others, crow es cuervo. The vulture.
I finish.
Vulture, you already
I think I see that on, I think, Blancanieves, I think.
Blancanieves. The Snow
They
White.
were one of that ones, two of them, but they were in color black, I think.
Buitre.
Miss, I see that. I see a crow when I go in the
I
hall.
finished to copy, Miss.
What about Diego? I see that Diego sometimes stop just writing and it's not few information. Look at this picture. That one is a vulture. It's for me, it says buitre. For me, it's very similar.
Why it looks like an animal?
It's very similar to sopilotes. Have you seen sopilotes?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seen
They are black and they have very big fins.
the try to
Yeah, one day when I was going, I was going to the beach, and I saw in a restaurant. So yep, I think that was the name. And then I saw, before we go, I see what you say? What is the
Sopilote.
name? Yeah, flying.
But it is very common to watch these kinds of birds on landfills, in basureros, because our country, we do not separate the trash. We combine organic trash with inorganic, and in organic trash, it is all the garbage from the kitchen. So of course they eat that. They are looking for those food, those leftovers of food. That's why it's very common to see them in landfills and basureros. And also when they smell, because that's how they find them, they smell dead animals. So they locate it very easy. When they locate dead animals, they fly, go down, and start eating. So they are decomposers. Of course, they are necessary. All of this information is inside the box. Why they are necessary? Imagine to have on the street all those animals that suddenly die. They are like Thank you, Daniel. The scavengers and decomposers are like cleaner. They work as cleaners. Trabajan como limpiadores because they disappear. They eat the dead animals, of course. They are cleaning. They are cleaning our environment. They are necessary.
Can I tell you something?
Tell me.
I hope that one of a crow or that one of that type of animals come to my colonia, because there's some animals that are dead here.
Okay, their neighbor.
But they're enterrados.
Oh, but if
like
they
my dog.
But if they are buried, they don't dig. They don't dig. They only eat the dead animals they can smell. So they are on the surface, not in a hole.
Yeah, we got a dog and now he's enterrado.
Are you buried? Exactly, you buried. Decomposers. Well, inside the earth, there are other decomposers. There are decomposers, worms. The worms eat the dead animal that is inside the ground. If you go and dig after a period of time, your dog is not going to be anymore. You're not your
just
dog.
The bones.
Exactly. The meat is decomposed, but some decomposers like worms and like in some bacteria. Some bacteria also are decomposed.
Okay, now I'm not gonna visit that place anymore. I don't want to see bones.
Okay. Now, so that's it. Did everyone finish copying?
Yes.
Yay!
Oh.
Someone say no.
Who says no? I miss a student. Help me out to find who is missing, please.
I don't know.
So
help me out to see who is missing, please.
I think Christopher. Oh no, Christopher is here. Is Isabel?
Okay, so we
or-
finish with this.